Hey crafty friends, welcome to day 2 of the 14 Days of Crafty Love 2023 series. So today we are going to be creating a Valentine's Day card that you can give out to your crafty friend, a coworker, hubby, boyfriend, whoever you want to, you can give it out to them. These are a couple examples of cards that I've already made. These are little 3x3 note cards and envelopes. And then this is a standard size card here using some really pretty soft rose paper. I tore some music paper, added one of these glittered confetti hearts that are table scatter from Walmart, a little button. I've got my brads here and a little sentiment that says big hugs. And in the inside, I've just repeated this pattern here, but without the heart, and then left a little white area here where you could write a message, or you could put something here and then write a message and sign. And then I left this side blank, and on the back I just have my maker's information. So we are going to make one of the standard size cards today together. So I'm just going to set these off to the side. And what I have out is I have my card base, and I need to get a new blade for my trimmer, so it's a little rough around the edges. So what I did is I just went in with my scissors like this and sort of roughed it up to make it even on all sides, to make it a little distressed. I've got my glue gun on. I've got my bone folder, my foam tape from Dollar Tree. I've got my little container with all of my buttons and some brads handy to use. I've also got the heart brads nearby. I'm using this little tray from the Dollar Tree where I have some jimmies in here. And then I just have some jute rope and some pink embroidery floss. So what I'm thinking is I have this paper pack from Bo Bunny here that I picked up at Tuesday morning. It looks like in 2020, and it has some neutral pieces. Like this one's got like little panels with lace. And here you can see what's left over of the pink rose paper, but it has a white kind of floral base that I'm hoping that I still have a sheet of to use. If not, I will check my scrap stash. And it looks like I might have used it. Oh, I do have a pink. So actually, I'm going to grab this pink pattern. It's very light. So I'm going to grab that out and then just doubly check. Oh, here it is. I do have it. So I have the option of doing, actually I might use the lace. So this is like a lace pattern. So I'm actually going to go with my first instinct. And use, I want a very light base. And then I do need a pattern paper for part of the card. And I'm thinking maybe I will use this because these patterns kind of complement each other. Alright, so I have my pattern papers. I've got my card base. So I want to cut my first layer of this really light pink. about 1/4 of an inch smaller than this. So this is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to go 4 1/8. And we have 5 1/2. So I'm going to go 5 3/8. I think I'm getting that measurement right there for you. But basically just 1/8 of an inch away. So we have a very small white border. And I'm going to keep this pink at the top because I'm going to cover this at the bottom. So I'm going to repeat that with this pink. And I'm going to cut it at 4 1/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to cut it, let's see, maybe about 2 inches. Let's see if that's the size that I want. Yeah, so I'm going to cut it about 2 inches. And that is what I'm going to layer up here on the bottom. Alright, so we have all of our papers cut for now. And if you wanted to do stitching, now would be the time to go ahead and stitch these. But I'm not going to do any stitching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put these down. And if you wanted to do any kind of inking, which I did on this card, you could do that, but you don't have to. So I'm not going to ink this one. Normally I would. I like to add the ink. It adds a little more texture to your card. But I'm going to skip that step for this card. So I'm going to lay that down. And then I'm going to lay my little pink on top. And if I measured right, these will line up. And we have a good start to our base. Now, you can add some ribbon here, or a book page or anything like that. I'm going to skip that step for now because I want to work on the heart. So I'm going to grab some buttons, and I think I'm going to do some different sizes. And you could sketch your heart out if you want to, or use a heart that you have. Like I've got the little table scatter here. I could put this down and then use this to help me get my buttons around it. So we could do that. So we're just going to do some different shapes and sizes. And then we're going to work our way around. Our heart and hope for the best. Because I have never tried making one of these. Let's see. And I may have to go to my button stash and grab some more buttons. But let's see. I also have some cute heart buttons I could use. Got a little wooden button. Let's see, let's pull this up. Is that looking like a heart? Kind of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck these in a little bit. Remove this little guy here. and just sort of freehand it. I do think we need, that looks like a heart. All right, so I got all the buttons glued on. I did go back and get another one. So it does have a heart shape. It's not a perfect heart shape, but it's a heart shape. And then I think what I want to do is add something here. I got a little bit of glue string, so I'm thinking maybe some sort of trim. So I have this love trim that I got at Joann's last year, and I'm gonna try to find the end and open it up. And I think I might add some of that right here just to kind of conceal where the two papers meet. All right, so I'm thinking, yeah, that looks really pretty. So I'm going to cut enough to also have a bow. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is actually add my tape runner across here, and then add this down. And I think I'm just gonna add it down on this piece here. Let's see, how far does this sticky go up? All right, and then I'm gonna trim it down here. And so we have that, and then I'm going to try my best to make a bow. Okay, after many attempts, I think I got a suitable bow that I'm going to add here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue. And add this to the side. And I thought about kind of gluing these down, but I think I want them to be able to move around. So it's not the prettiest bow, but that is the best that I could do. And then now I think I want to add a little sentiment here. So I want to do like a little flag sentiment. So I think I'm going to grab more of the white paper and just do a small little flag. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer to help me with this. So let's see. Let's do about, an 1.25 inches. Now, if you have like a die or a punch or something that does these little flags, you could use that as well. So then I'm going to make it about that long, but I'm just going to use my scissors and make one. I just eyeball the center and then I cut up on either side. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And I think this needs to be a little shorter. So I'm going to do my best to cut it straight with my scissors. And we are going to add that there. And then you could stamp a little saying on there. You could stamp a little saying on there, or you could write a little saying on there. Whichever you choose. Or if you had a sticker, you could use a sticker, or if you have chipboard. Or another cute idea would be to add another little element like this cute little button. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Alright, so I have my little flag. You could ink this up if you wanted. You could stitch on this. And then we are going to add that right here. I'm going to do my best to line it up with the ribbon. And then you could add a sticker. You could stamp on this. You could write a little sentiment on there. But I think I'm going to use this little heart button and add that on there. I think that would be cute. So I'm just going to grab some hot glue. And carefully put this on here without burning myself. Just push that down. And then the outside of my car is all completed. And I've used a bunch of buttons and this little heart button. And now you can decorate the inside however you like. I have this piece here. So I'm just going to actually take the top part of that off. And I think that will fit in here. Yep, that will fit in there perfect. So I don't have that little strap left over. Let's add this in the inside, and this is light enough where you can write directly on this or stamp on this, whatever you would like to do. And then I'm just going to grab my little maker sticker here and add this below on the back. And look how cute that came out. And I love that I was able to use up a bunch of my buttons on here. And even some of my ribbon. So this turned out so cute. Here is my other one. So love how these turned out. Love the added use of the buttons on these cards. Cannot wait to hand these out to my friends. All right, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by and checking out day 2. Stay tuned for tomorrow, day 3. We will be making some ticket embellishments using some ephemera pieces. All right, guys, bye.